I make a lot of stuff, and sometimes I get comments about things I've made in the past that seem to have really stuck with you guys, or things that are generally really highly requested, such as how I make my stitch markers, more micro crochet snails, or more cross stitch content, and I write down all the requests, but sometimes I am a professional at procrastinating. So I want to dedicate this week to making things that you guys have been asking me to make. But please keep the requests coming. I am loving it, and I will definitely get to everything on my list eventually. But yeah, today is Monday, and I want to finish all my projects by Friday, so let's stop gabbing and get going. Sounds good. Let's go. The first thing I want to get done is what I've been putting off the longest. The stitch markers. I haven't been putting it off because I don't enjoy making them. I actually find it really zen to work on these, but I have to be in the right mood for it. Last time I made these, I had a few people ask to know more about how I make them. Here on the channel we do zero gatekeeping, so of course I can take you through it. I use a transparent, slightly stretchy jewellery thread for all my stitch markers, as well as any kinds of beads I think are cute. I also use small jump rings, crimp beads, crimp bead covers and earring clasps. You can find all of these materials at most craft stores, and a good search term is earring findings if you're looking online. I also use crimping pliers for the crimp beads and a pair of scissors to cut my thread. Here's how I make my flower markers. I cut my thread, always longer than I actually need. Then I grab a small seed bead and thread it onto the jewellery thread and move it to the middle of the thread. Now I grab both my thread ends and thread that through my next beads. This way the seed bead acts as a stop at the bottom. Now I grab my crimp bead covers and crimp beads. First I thread on a crimp bead cover. Then the crimp bead. Grab the crimping pliers. I like to clamp the crimp bead and then slide it down into the cover before actually crimping it. Press down hard to crimp the bead flat, cut off the excess thread and close up the crimp bead cover. Next I grab a jump ring, open it and place the charm we just made on the ring, as well as a clasp, before also closing up the jump ring. And that's a finished stitch marker. Now let's make a bunch more. I made all of them in steps, which I guess is the most efficient way, but I choose this method because it's one of those repetitive tasks that just scratch your brain so good. First all the beads, then all the crimping, then all the jump rings and clasps. So satisfying. With all of the tulips done, I want to dive into some Halloweeny colours. Who's ready for spooky season? Me! I am! I will be doing these in the exact same way as I made the flowers, just using different beads. For the one with 3 beads, I chose to just do the jump ring. Sometimes I like having close stitch markers too, you know? And for the rest of them, I did the clasp. and that's the Halloween ones done too. I love these. Now I'm going to be productive and take photos straight away, both of my stitch markers and my stickers and washi tape. This is something I thought I would shoehorn into this video. Nobody directly requested this, but I want to get better at posting my makes to, for example, Instagram. I am so bad at getting around to taking photos of my makes, so I thought now would be a good time. This is my dreamy tiger design. It's a few years old at this point, and if you've gotten mail from me, you've probably seen this before, as I like to use it to decorate my parcels. I just never got around to posting this anywhere for a number of reasons, but I thought there's no time like the present, so here we go. The stickers are holographic, and I love how they come out. After I'd done all my photography, I wanted to sit down and do some crochet. Very small crochet, microscopic almost. We don't need to talk about the state of my floss box. One day I will become an aesthetic cross-stitch girly, but today is not that day. I got my embroidery floss out and my teeny tiny hook, and now it is orange quality control time, snail time. I worked my way through the body of this little boy, and then I got a notification on my phone that I got in the pattern testing group for the autumn snails coming out next week. So I am putting this baby snail to the side for now because executive decision time. Snails are go next week. This little bub will make a comeback, but now I will focus on my next project for this video. I had already started on this project on stream. Thank you, by the way, everyone who showed up or watched on replay. I had such a good time and I can't wait to hang out again. But anyway, back to the project. I don't know why I thought this was on my project list for this video, but I guess now it is. I'm going to be making another strawberry bag. I have a bunch of squares done already and just need to make a couple more before piecing the bag together. By the way, this is a free pattern and video tutorial in case you want to make one. Links below and a video up in the right corner of the video. For the bag though, I will be doing something different that is not in the pattern or video. I'll be making some gingham squares to go as the contrast colour squares, and I am planning on releasing some free add-ons to the pattern file down the line, so this option will probably be in there as well. Basically, I did one row of double crochet and one row of single crochet, alternating colours to match the size of my strawberry square. This was really fun, but quite fiddly, having to keep track of 3 balls of yarn. After finishing all my squares, I add the decorations to the strawberries. This takes them from looking meh to super cute instantly. It's so satisfying, especially the beads. Now it's time to piece this together, and despite knowing how to do this, I always have to attach all of the squares with stitch markers so I don't mess up and put things upside down. But look at the gingham. It turned out so good, if I may say so myself. And after crocheting all around the bag, it's just time to weave in some ends and then the bag is all finished. Except for needing some lining, but I'll do that another day. I want to get on my next project. I have been having an idea lately, and now I can't resist the urge to try this any longer. Cross-stitch keychains. I am cutting out some plastic canvas slightly bigger than the motif I'm going to be stitching, and then we dive back into my black hole of tangled embroidery floss to dig out some colours, and then we get on with the stitching. Any guesses on what this will be? Pause the video now and write it in the comments. Welcome back from pausing. If your guess contained cheese and whiskers, you would be correct. Congratulations! I am using the graph I made to make my island flag on Animal Crossing. I still have this flag, despite it not really matching my island vibe, but it's cheddar, I can't not have it. And I figured it was perfect to make into a little cross-stitch project. I mirrored the pattern and made a second boy, and I will be sewing them together using some invisible thread. This was hard to work with, but really turned out invisible. They didn't lie, huh? And of course the man himself had to come check, so I didn't do him dirty. After sewing both pieces together, I trimmed the canvas around his little cheesy face and placed a bit of a sturdier jump ring in his ear, attached a keychain clasp, and that's one prototype Cheese Overlord keychain, all finished. I love him, he's so dang goofy. But yeah, that's us all done. Okay, so we have reached the end of the week and it is time to put the needles and the hooks and the yarn down and have a look at what we accomplished this week. And you know what? I am so happy. We have photos, all photographed. We have stitch markers, all stitch marked, and then after that I completely forgot what was actually on my list, and I think I conflated this video with another video idea I had and managed to crank out a whole bag and a half in squares, so that is a good thing, but I didn't mean to have this in this video, but here we are. We have a bag, we have an extra strawberry bag. I did a twist on my original strawberry bag and added these green gingham squares. And honestly, I love this so much. It is so cute. It does still need lining, which I will sew in this weekend. I just need to go in storage and dig out some fabric for that. So that's nice. I did also make a prototype Cheese Cat, Cheese Overlord, King of Orange, Cheese Boy, Quality Control Inspector, everybody's favorite orange cat, Keychain. All hail the Cheese Lord. And I am so happy with this. It is not 100% where I want it to be. I want to change some of the colours in this, and yeah, I made a cross stitch keychain and it is the cheese cat. So hype for cheese cat in the comments. Leave a cheese emoji for cheese cat in the comments. Yeah, I made that. I'm really happy with it. I know I promised snails. I know, I am sorry, but I have good news for you. Next week I will talk so much about snails, so much. And I will make the micro snails that I had intended on making in this video. I both ran out of time, and also the autumn snail testing call happened, and so I am currently autumn snail testing. So yeah, I am going to be sharing all about that and talking your ears off about snails next week. So look forward to snails. But all in all, despite not making everything I had intended on making, I got a lot done, and when this video goes up it should all be up in the Ko-fi as well if you want to grab anything. Maybe this will go up later. I kind of want to get the lining in before taking photos, but this will be up as well because I don't need a million of these, but they are fun to make. So links to my Ko-fi are of course in the description down below. So let me know in a comment down below which one of all of my things that I have shared with you today was your favorite. And if you're not feeling chatty, just leave your favorite fruit emoji. Definitely my favorite fruit is strawberries, so that would be my top pick for emoji, but you share yours. I want to see. Also, if you are new here, welcome, welcome. So very happy to have you here. Please feel free to subscribe if you would like to keep up with what I post in the future. We have a lot of fun stuff planned. We have some Halloween stuff coming out. We have streams, vlogs, crafting videos, projects all going, and all of the fun stuff. So if this sounds like something for you, please feel free to join the little cozy club we have here on the channel. We would all be so happy to have you join. Please also like the video if you liked it, as that helps me out a ton, and ring the bell for notifications and all of the YouTube stuff. But anyway, I wish you all a fantastic rest of your day, a marvelous rest of your week, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Take care now. Bye.